Hello, this is Dara, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the AGM Tracker. So, I've cleared the inside or the internal information out of here, so there's no client information here, so we're not violating any NDAs by having this on YouTube. So this is how the thing works. So here we have Russell 3000, S&P 500, and Fortune 100 companies. Columns are, you have partner, market capitalization, state of headquarters. That's fairly straightforward. If it's Texas or Pennsylvania, those are the states that we split across regions, and it'll say one partner / other partner, and then city state, so that you can make a call on that. Then there is this AGM set of columns, which are fairly straightforward. If there has been a meeting date announced for this year, then it's here, including if it's already happened. And this will be marked as true. It'll be highlighted as blue. If there has not been, then this will say false, and this will have its 2014 AGM date. There's a few for which CapIQ doesn't have either the 2014 or the 2015, so we can talk about that issue on Thursday when I get in. So the first thing I'm going to explain is how to update this. So my CapIQ is not working right now, but essentially all you're going to have to do is come over to the companies list and just hit refresh, and there will be a CapIQ tab up here. You'll just click on it. There will be a button right around here that says refresh. You'll just click that. It'll refresh the whole sheet. Then you'll come here, this thing that says CIQ AGM. You'll hit Command C. And then you'll just paste here as values, and that way someone who doesn't have CapIQ will actually be able to see the values. And then you'll do the same thing for the market cap, because that's also something we want to update. And I just went ahead and froze things like the address and the country and the zip code and all of that, because that's not really going to change on a day-to-day basis. But you know, I can go in and refresh that like once a year or something like that. Anyway, so that's that. Then if you come back here, you'll also notice that there is AGM data. So this is their lowest director support, and this is their highest director withhold. These are essentially the same thing. This column is equal to 1 minus this column, unless this is 0, because in some cases there's no director results for them, because there's no AGM results for them. This is, you'll notice they haven't had a 2015 AGM, just a 2014, so this is 0. This is just going to come up as blank, so you can filter these for just get rid of blanks if you just want to see the ones that have had director results. Anyway, these are just two different ways of looking at the same thing. Then, but just if this is a 0, that just means that there wasn't a director. It doesn't mean that they actually had a director that didn't get any of the vote. This is their say on pay approval if there was one, and this is their proxy access approval if there was one. Then this is some business development information. This is just where it's stored, but you'll view it elsewhere, and you'll also input it elsewhere most likely, but just letting you know what that is. We'll get to that later. So now I'm going to go over how to update shark repellent, the shark repellent data tab. So this is the shark repellent data here, and to update it, we're just going to be pulling the newer stuff. So we're going to come here. If you go over to the left, there's this column. I've highlighted the header in blue. This is whether or not there is currently data in that shark data tab that we were just looking at. So this is to you, so you can, if you go here, you'll see that it's actually here. Whereas if you go and you look at 1-800-Flowers, there is no 1-800-Flowers here. This is alphabetical, by the way, so there is actually no 1-800-Flowers in this table yet, so this one says false. So you're just going to sort, or sorry, you're going to filter by false, so just get rid of true values. Then this is going to give you your ticker list. Just select this column, Command C, and then when we go to shark repellent, you're going to go to the proxy tab. You're going to put that ticker list into the ticker space separated box. You're going to select annual meeting. You're going to say January 1st, 2015 through December 31st, 2015. And then you're going to search through here. You're going to find Say on Pay, elect management's director nominee, and proxy access. So here we want management proposed executive compensation, not the executive compensation related, because this is the shareholder proposal from before Dodd-Frank. This is the Dodd-Frank imposed thing that all companies have to have at least once every 3 years, I think. So that's that. You'll select that, then elect management's director nominee. Straightforward, there's only one, and then proxy access. There's going to be two. You'll pick the one that says proxy access, not the one that says reincorporated North Dakota, obviously. Then finally, your columnar report that you're going to pull it in. You're going to, I'm just going to show you how to actually create this. You only have to do it once, and then you'll just be able to select from a drop-down. But the pieces are, you can actually see them here if you want to remember them easily. It's just these columns as they are. So that's company name, primary ticker, meeting date, proposal brought by, and then the management recommendation, and 4 as a percent of 4 as a percent of yes, no. Then we'll call this demo, save it, and you'll select it from the drop down here, and hit view. Then it's going to pull the additional data that you don't currently have, that's out, and you'll just append it to the bottom of this table here. So let's just wait for this to finish really quickly. Yeah, so there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 additional companies here that have since disclosed their results. So we're going to click into Excel. And this is going to download this as an Excel file, which we're then going to paste, we're going to use that to append to that table. So let's open this up. Just select this whole table. God damn it. Select the table, come here, go all the way down to the bottom, and just paste as values. Then wait for your little spinny bar, and the table should drag down itself. Then if you come back here, you'll notice these were the ones that previously didn't have data. If you scroll down, you might be able to see a few that have been updated. So like, let's find one, for example. So Superior Uniform Group was just updated. You'll notice that's this one. So that's how that works. Now let's unfilter this. And now we'll look at the business development tracking piece of this. We're going to go, so first of all, let me talk about where it's stored and where you'll look at it. So it's all stored here. This is where your actual values are going to be, but you can look at it and change it elsewhere. So if we come here, this is your sort of scanner tab. This is where you can come here and you say, all right, I want to see anything that's below 50%, say on pay. This is scanning for say on pay. You can change this. I don't have my numpad. You can change this to 70 to 90, whatever's good. I'm going to drag this table down a little bit so you can see more. There we go. Anything below 90 is going to be huge, but if you need the table to be bigger, you can just come and drag it down farther. Yeah. but presumably you're going to be looking at a number like 70 or 80. So, yeah. Yeah, and then the table goes down farther than this. Yeah. So you can see these here. You can edit this data here, so 12, 31, 14, put in whatever. This is staying as a formula, and it's currently actually gone and changed the value here. You'll see. Then all of this stuff can be changed to whatever you want. And then, importantly, you have this active column here. This is whether we're tracking it or not, and if you just mark it here, you can put whatever you want. It can be, you might just want to use an X, but anything other than just blank will work, and it'll start showing up here in this say on Pay Active tab. So yeah, that's me. Anyway, I'm just gonna fix that in a moment. And you can then remove them from the Active tab from here, and that'll apply elsewhere as well. So anywhere you change the data, it'll be changed everywhere else. And similarly, you can come here, and if you filter this lower such that it's, let's say 40, so that that one's not there, it still shows up in this tab here. And let's go. What is this? This is 22%. Sorry, I have to put this really low, but so you put it there. Then it's not 20%, but it comes back, and that data stays. So yeah, that's how this thing works. Let me know if you have any questions about it, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks.